Hello, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining me today on this lunch alert. I pray that this will be a blessing to you. Today, we're going to be talking about the most untapped resource on the planet. What do you think that is? Do you think it's oil? Do you think it's silver? Do you think it's gold? What do you think it is? You know what the most untapped resource on the planet is? Your prayers. The Bible tells us in James chapter 5, verse 17, it tells us this. Elijah was a man like us. He prayed and the heavens shut. He prayed again and the heavens were open. Then it goes on to say, it says, for the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. I believe that every prayer you pray should be effective. Your prayer should be effective. And let me tell you, I believe there are some key ingredients to make your prayers effective. When you call on God, when you look to God, when you develop your relationship in your prayer life with God. Let me just give you a few of those. First and foremost, I believe that every prayer you pray should be wrapped in humility, a humble heart. The Bible tells us that God resists the proud, but he gives grace. What is grace? Free merited favor to the humble. God desires to answer your prayers, but he will not answer your prayers if they're wrapped in arrogance or haughtiness or high-mindedness. I can do everything. I'm the man. God, you got to do this. No. God is not going to answer your prayers. Listen to what Psalms 10 verse 17 says. Lord, you have heard the desire of the humble. God desires to hear your heart. He always hears your heart. But when it comes to prayer, you got to understand that he will absolutely work with you when you wrap it in humility. Humility is simply saying, God, I'm not able, but you are able. Number two, second most important thing I believe when it comes to prayer that you need to understand is that your prayers should be bold. They need to be bold prayers. Don't go to God wimpy. Go to God bold. Say, Father, I know you're a big God. You're an awesome God. You can do big things. And God, I'm asking you for a big thing. Grow our church, grow our people, grow our families, bless my children, bless my wife. Listen, those prayers should be wrapped in boldness. A lot of times before I know I want to petition the Lord and really push on something in prayer, I'll turn on some worship music. I'll get fired up on the inside so that when I pray prayers of boldness. All right, number three, every prayer you pray should be wrapped in faith. It should be wrapped in faith. It should be believing God. Hebrews 11:6 says, for anyone who comes to God must first believe he is, and he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. So listen to this. For anyone who comes to God must first believe he is. All right? For without faith, it is impossible to please God. Listen, God wants to reward you. He wants to move in your prayer life, but you got to go to him believing him. If you go to the Lord and you're not believing him, he's not obligated and he's not going to move on your unbelief. God does not respond by need. He responds by faith. By faith. When you believe him, he'll respond. So when you go to God, listen, go with a heart of faith. All right. So far, here's what we got. Your prayer should be humble. It should be bold. All right. It should be of faith. Number 4, here it is. It should be sincere. Talk to God sincerely. Whenever you talk to God, be sincere. God, I'm having a hard day. God, I need you to help me at work. I believe you're able to empower me today to live a good life. All right? So be sincere. Here's my 5th one, and I love this one because I'm a simple man. All right? God wants your prayers to be simple. Jesus prayed simple prayers. If you go through the entire Bible, he didn't get wordy. He didn't, do anything like that. He simply said simple prayers. Whenever he wanted to raise Lazarus from the dead, he looked up and he said, Father, I know you hear me. Lazarus, come forth. I mean, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Father, I know you hear me. That was one of his prayers. Listen, when it comes to prayer, make it simple. You don't have to get crazy with it. I know there are some people that whenever they pray, they like to include a big vocabulary. Let me tell you this. God is not rewarding you because you have a great vocabulary. God is not rewarding you because you pack your prayers full of words. God is rewarding you because you're sincere. You're wrapped in humility. You come into him boldly. You're coming to him with faith, and you're coming to him sincere, and you're coming to him simply, and you're petitioning him. Now, let me say this. These 5 principles, there are more principles that I could get into. But listen, I believe these will absolutely set you ablaze today and grow you in the area of your prayer life. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do a little bit of teaching on leadership. It's going to be a blessed time tomorrow. I love you. God bless you. We'll see you.